I'm here this morning with Anthony Munday. Well, this afternoon now. It's gone past 12 o'clock. We're in Fenton. We're celebrating promoting the Stoke-on-Trent 2021 bit.
Yeah, the people of Fenton have really got behind this today, and a huge thank you to Alan Gerard and his wife Cheryl. Obviously they've really fought for this magnificent building behind us to keep it in the community. I know the problems they had acquiring the building, and you can see today with a fantastic cafe we've got there and other facilities. It's a very important time now for us to move towards the City of Culture bid. At the end of April we're very hopeful that we'll end up in the shortlist, and then if we're in the shortlist then it's all systems go to try and actually win the thing all together, and we'll know before the end of the year. So today in Fenton here, I mean, what culture and heritage you've got, as well as this fantastic building. You've got the magnificent art bay gallery over there. Incredible artists you've got in this city, and that's all part of the culture of it, of course, as well. I'm a huge fan of Sid Kirkham's work. I think he's an absolutely brilliant artist.
Yeah, Sid's here today, isn't he?
Yeah, Sid's here today. The first time I've met him, it's a massive pleasure to meet Sid. So it's gone really well. The sun's shone down on us, which is
it's all shining in Fenton.
Yeah.
So in terms of the council getting behind it, I've seen lots of positive encouragement from the council. It can only be a good thing for the city if we do eventually get the City of Culture bid.
Yes, Paul Williams is here today. He's the lead officer on the City of Culture. Councillor Brown, David Sidway, the city director, obviously the leader of the council, plays a very big interest in the culture bid. It won't be huge for the cities. We've seen what's happening on the top now, and even before the bid actually landed there, you know, and I don't really want to say it, but even if we don't get it, just the worst case scenario when you don't get it, it's still all this positive energy which is being emitted now, and all these different things being brought together, all of what's very best about Stoke-on-Trent brought together. It's got to be good anyway, but we certainly want to. We're going all out to win the bid, not to be second or to be disappointed. We want to be celebrating in early December when the news is announced.
Lots of great activity around the city as well. I think next week in the city centre there's Appetite are involved in helping to get a massive water spectacular going on.
Yeah, I've been reading about that, Rob. I haven't been involved in that at all, but I've been reading about it. Sounds exciting. Hope to get up there to take a look at that also. It seems if everybody's jumping on board, which is great.
Yes.
Obviously our lead officers have got to sort of coordinate this and make sure everything's presented in the best possible way. But everybody, all the local personalities and different people, different organisations, different towns. We're going to get some pictures taken in front of all the town halls and the local people and what it means, the culture and heritage, and actually winning the bid, which is the most important thing. And no, it's all real positive energy, and in the troubled world what we live in, it can only be good for us all.
And on one final note, you've got an activity that hopefully you'll see its way through to 2021. You're doing a charity walk tomorrow, I believe.
Yes, at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning we'll be setting off on a 25-mile sponsored walk. There's 3 different routes, a 5-mile route and 2 different 10-mile routes, all based from North Stadium, starting and finishing at North Stadium. Got lots of personalities taking part with John Lodge and Nick Hancock, Rachel Shenton, Lou Macari, Phil Sprosen from the Vale, and Johnny Giro, Eddie Hall's coming down at 10 o'clock to make an appearance at the stadium. I'm not sure how much walking he's going to do, but Eddie wants to back him, so that's fantastic. Yeah, a lot of people want to come down and meet him. So people can walk actually a couple of miles across the canal if they're not able to walk the full distances. But all them walks take in all the heritage and culture of the city. Obviously how important the canals are in our history, and then we've got all the pottery factories along the way. We've got the old slag heaps, which are now beautiful country parks out the Chatley Whitfield Way and the Chatley Whitfield Nature Reserve. We've got our own parks, of course. It takes in Hanley Park, takes in Central Forest Park, Tulston Park. It covers a hell of a lot of the heritage and culture of the city, and I'm hoping, I know we're going to have a big turnout anyway, but anyone can just turn up on the day between 8:30 and 2 o'clock. Even at 2 o'clock someone can walk 5 miles, 10 miles before the event finishes at 7 in the evening. But myself and Nick Hancock, Rachel and a few others, we plan to do the 25 miles. I think there's probably 40 of us who are going to try and do the full hog. So really looking forward to that. I think it'd be a great event, and I really hope it helps to get city culture.
And also, it supports the Lord Mayor's charities as well. You've got 3 charities this year.
Yeah, I've already had some incredible backing. A lot of companies also jumped on board and sent in big cheques. So it's fantastic. It's already guaranteed to raise a few £1,000s for Lord Mayor's charities, which will take me well over the 20,000 mark, which I'm delighted to. 7,000 or 8,000 for each charity will be a wonderful figure. Tomorrow it's all about getting as many numbers there as possible, and if members of the public turn up and throw 50 pence or a pound in the bucket at North of Stadium, there's free parking all day there, so just come along, park up, bring your walking boots. All the trails are tarmac and there's no mud, going through mud or through anything difficult. They're very flat also, obviously mostly based around the canals and the valleys. So it's easy walking. Forecast is similar today. There's a bit of sunshine, 10-11 degrees would be perfect for ideal. Yeah, and there's no race. People said, oh, there's a few pubs en route. There certainly are, of course, across the canal. So I know some people are going to walk just to 10 miles, but probably have about 6 or 7 pints along the way.
Have to sample the local water.
Yeah, well, we know the camera, the real ale. Of course, we've got Lynn here today, who's the #1 camera real ale seller going. We've got Titanic Brewery, of course, in the city. I love a couple of pints of real ale myself, I must admit, on a Friday night. My sanity night, and when I just turn my phones off and forget everything. And everything's coming together nicely. We've given it a very, what I am pleased is everybody's giving it the best shot, and you can, whatever you try to do, you can't do any better than your best, and we are doing the best whatever happens, and I think we've got a great chance.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Thank you, no problem, absolute pleasure.
Cheers.
Thanks, Rob.